Hello again and welcome to part 5 of Flora's Fauna. As for part 4, I'm only going to take you through the first sort of 2 or 3 rows, just so we can get the pattern set up for you, because you should be really familiar with the actual technique now, so there doesn't seem much point taking you through the whole pattern. Just obviously follow the chart and or written instructions, whichever works best for you. Okay, so I've already done the first 2 rows because as with every part, they're just plain back loop double crochets, apart from the little bits we do different at each end. So now I'm going to start with part 3. For this I've got an extra couple of stitch markers. Well, you'll need more than 2 extra, because you may just want to use a stitch marker for each of the 16 stitch repeats on this, because at least to start with, because they're quite similar and it can be easy to sort of lose track of whether you're sort of at the end of the 16 stitches or in the middle. So if you use a marker to mark the end of every single repeat, then you can't go wrong. Right, so got my C1 colour. So slip knot. I'm going to start, as always, on every single row. We start with a standard double crochet through both loops in that first stitch, 1 chain, miss this chain here, and we can now start on the main body of the blanket. So that starts before the main repeat with 1 back loop double crochet. So now our little 16 stitch repeat starts with 3 more back loop double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and then we have 2 front loop trebles, which, as you know, it works into there. So we go into that 2 rows below, which is usually the same colour as you're using. Okay, then we have 5 back loop double crochets, 3, 4, 5, then 2 more front loop trebles, and then we end the repeat with 4 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am just going to now pop the marker in that last stitch we just did. Okay, so now we can start again with 3 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 2 front loop trebles, 2, 5 back loop doubles, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 front loop trebles, and end the repeat with 4 back loop double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and pop a marker in there as well. So hopefully you can see the reason for putting the marker in, because what you're basically going to have along the blanket is you're going to have little groups of 2 front loop trebles, and in between you'll either have 5 back loop double crochets or 7 where they overlap. So that looks quite similar. It can be, if you don't use the little markers, you might find that you get a little bit sort of lost about whether you've got a 5 or a 7. You can just always count, but yeah. So just carry on along like so, and I will see you ready to do row 4. Okay, so I've now just got started on row 4 with the edge stitch chain and then the front loop treble before the main repeat starts. And now our repeat on this one starts with 5 back loop double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to be working across these 5 stitches here with the next little group, which will be 2 front loop trebles, 1, 2, 1 back loop double crochet, and another 2 front loop trebles. Okay, so sort of fill that in there. Then we have another 5 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to end up there below this marked stitch with the front loop treble into there. So that's the end of our repeat. Okay, so take that out and move it up to there. Okay, so then you're just going to start again. So this is the repeat there. Start again with your 5 back loop double crochets and your little cluster with front loop trebles with the back loop double crochet in between. So you just go carry along repeating that, and I will see you for row 5. Okay, so now I've got started on row 5 as usual with the edge stitch chain and that first little back loop double crochet before the repeat starts. So this repeat is starts with another 2 back loop double crochets, 2, then we have 2 front loop trebles, 1, 2, so you can see we're now staggering the 2 from 2 rows ago, now bringing that 1 stitch further forward basically. So now we have 3 back loop double crochets, 2, 3, and then we're going to pop a front loop treble in there. Okay, then another 3 back loop double crochets, 2, 3, and 2 front loop trebles. So this one is now, this little group of 2 is now 1 stitch after the one that we did 2 rows down. Okay, so we're sort of spreading that out there, and then we end the repeat with 3 back loop double crochets. Okay, I'm going to start the next one with 2 more. So that, where are we? That is our repeat. Okay, I think maybe we'll just do that one together again. So 2 back loop double crochets, 2 front loop trebles, then we've got 3 back loop doubles, 1 treble in that front loop, and another 3 back loop doubles. Then we've got 2 front loop trebles, 2, and we end the repeat with, whoops, get that out of there, 3 back loop double crochets. So yeah, I'll just move those markers up in a moment, but basically there we are, that's our repeat. So carry on along and do that. And what I'm going to do, I'm not actually going to take you through each row step by step. Now I'm just going to come back every couple of rows and show you a little photo of what your work should be looking like now.